it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm dranked up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm dranked up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it.
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing I done slaved over. Gon' arch you back and been way over. It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm dranked up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm dranked up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No, get like this. Yeah. Get like this. Yeah. Get like it, like this. She loves me not. This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this. Yeah, get like this. Get like this.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 맘을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼. 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 걸. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을
You broke my heart
Mic check,
a
1, 2.
million times.
Let's go.
Can't count the times I
Let's
made
go.
you cry. Oh, we're such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Oh, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Can we be honest? You're my comfort zone. Whatever I say, don't let me go. I know you're angry, babe, and I am cold. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect.
What's up, y'all?
as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. To work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Oh, yeah, to work things out, 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 to work things out.
Let's go.
To work things out, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out.
Good morning, everybody. Having a rough morning today. I left my iPad at home. Did everybody drink their BCAAs? I hope everybody took their multivitamins today. Drank their BCAAs as we get ready to read chapter 5 of How to Be a Stoic. Little known tips on how to cut through distractions and desires to become a better human being. I'm not going to talk too much on the monologue. For those that don't know, or for those that are watching this replay, this is Rich People Read, which is a live book club where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. And we're knocking out the current book, How to Be a Stoic. Hope everybody's caught up with us. If you need to read the previous chapters, just look at the playlist called Rich People Read. You'll see all the previous chapters of this book. Today we are reading chapter 5. turning your self-discipline into iron. I'm gonna fly through this on a Monday morning because my whole setup is not right like I like it, and I don't even know how. It's gonna look good to you. Everything's gonna be fine to you, but it's not good over here. I had to take one of my iPads away from one of my workstations in the back and do the best that I can. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Lakeisha. We're gonna just jump right into it, you guys. We are reading Turning Your Self-Discipline into Iron in Rich People Read. I got everything frazzled. I was getting ready to hit this wrong. Hold on one second, you guys. That's for the house. So then we're gonna switch this to High Value Shan. We're gonna switch this to Rich People Read. Okay, we're good to go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. For those that don't have the book, I want you guys to please run to the Amazon. Run to Amazon and grab a copy of the book. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. Grab a copy of the book. What up? What up, Sir Tice? Hey, Alicia. Listen, we're going to just jump right into it, you guys. For those that don't have a copy of this book, go grab a copy. The link is in the description of this video. The link is in the description of this video, so you can grab yourself a copy of this book. And it's important that we all have a physical copy of the book. You already know the deal, so we're gonna just jump straight into it. Let's run over to our read screen. Let's run over to the read screen. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm going to have to swap it in two different locations because this isn't connected. This is where I'm reading from, but it's not connected to the system. So you guys are seeing something different than what I'm seeing on my screen. But it's just maybe 3 or 4 lines off, so you'll be fine. Most of you guys aren't reading from the screen anyway. You're listening to me, so please turn up your volumes for your headphones or your earbuds, put them in, and we're gonna go ahead and read straight through, and I'm gonna release you guys. Today we only have what looks to be 3 pages. What would normally be 3 pages. This says 7, this says 3. Either way, we're gonna knock this out. All right, here we go, guys. Chapter 5, Turning Your Self-Discipline into Iron. An integral part of Stoicism is developing your self-discipline. Who has self-discipline? Sidebar. That's right there off the top. Who is good with self-discipline? I certainly can use some help in a lot of areas. You know, for one, consistency is one of my biggest issues. Consistency is one of my biggest personal issues. You know, I tell people all the time the difference between the rich version of you and the poor version of you is consistency. And I know that's one of my Achilles heels. I know that's one of the problems that I'm having, you know. And so an integral part of Stoicism is developing your self-discipline. Seneca tells us in the Selected Letters, we need to discipline our spirit so that it holds aloof from all pleasures just when the whole crowd has thrown itself into them, for the spirit gives the strongest proof of its resolve by not being attracted or distracted by pleasures which lead to self-indulgence, like drinking, sex, drugs, right? Sleep, food. It is much more strong-willed to be sober and dry when the people are drunk and throwing up. But the other course is more moderate, not to distinguish or mark oneself, nor get involved with everything, but to do the same things in a different way, since it's possible to observe a holiday without self-indulgence. So basically, you could celebrate differently. This is for people that go to the club too much. You know, some people are just addicted to going to the club, and they think that going to a nightclub is the only way that they're gonna find happiness. The only way they won't be, quote unquote, boring or have fun is to go out and go to a nightclub week after week after week. But there's so many other ways that you can actually celebrate and have fun. You just have to explore and have the mindset to do so. And that's what Stoicism is teaching us. Seneca is correct. You can observe a holiday, let's say New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Eve or spring break, right? You can observe a holiday, Memorial Day weekend. We all know how Memorial Day weekend can go. Without self-indulgence. The development of your self-discipline will get you there, but it's not an easy road. If it were, we'd all be self-disciplined. Self-discipline is one of the most important factors in your life. After all, it's what gets you out of bed every morning. Knowing that you have tasks to do helps to motivate you towards it. A good example is your job. How many times have you gotten up and gone to work even though you felt unwell or maybe just a little lazy that day? If you weren't exercising self-discipline already, you'd be virtually stagnant. No job, no direction. So what you, as a Stoic, will need to do is develop this skill. The great thing about developing self-discipline is that it will help you to replace bad habits with good ones. You will also be happier because a well-honed sense of discipline will allow you to accomplish more. People tend to think that too much self-discipline makes someone boring. You saw my post on how I feel about people being boring, right? Ladies, marry you a boring guy. Sidebar. Ladies, Miss Drea, Lakeisha, Alicia, Kim, marry you a boring guy. Boring men are the ones that'll last you the rest of your life, right? Let's continue. You will be happy because a well-owned sense of discipline will allow you to accomplish. People tend to think that too much self-discipline makes someone boring. This couldn't be further from the truth. It makes one powerful. It also is not something that you're going to develop overnight. The road to self-discipline is a hard one. There is a lot of pain that you're going to experience if you desire to tame yourself through the ways of the Stoic. We want to make it clear that there will be times when you fail. When you fall off the path, then we counsel that you don't grieve over much on it. This is a waste of energy. And as a Stoic, we don't waste energy, right? What up, Steven? It's good to see you, bro. Better that you should simply brush off and get back on the path. Instead of thinking of it as a long uphill journey, think of it as a series of small journeys. Take baby steps. You will get there in the end. Consider also that sometimes the path is going to change out of necessity. You must be strong and push forward wherever it might take you. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, cool. This is not a task to be taken lightly. In developing your self-discipline, you are going to have to put in a lot of hard work. You're going to have to put in a lot of hard work. What up, Alonzo? This is a serious commitment and should be treated as such. If you cannot, then you will never develop self-discipline. Think about the reality of that. What if you had no self-discipline at all? Like none. How would you thrive? No, it wouldn't kill you, of course, but it will rob you of the realization of your full potential. It will cheat you out of your happiness. It will steal your sense of self-worth and fulfillment. Do you wish never to know the joys that come of getting rid of addictions and temptations? Do you desire not to know what you could have otherwise achieved in a disciplined, focused lifetime? Without self-discipline, you cannot replace your bad habits with good ones. You just simply can't. If you are plagued with negative feelings such as regret, if you're plagued with things like guilt or anger, these will continue to play a heavy part in your life if you never develop your self-discipline. Let's go into some practical examples of this. Say that you would like to write a novel, like write a book, right? About your life. Let's make it a bibliography. Say you wanted to write a book about yourself, a autobiography, right? You've had a great idea percolating your mind for years and you are dying to set it on paper. Maybe you've talked about it to a few folks and now you are that guy. You know the one who is always going to write a novel. So where is it? Imagine that you made yourself write 500 words a day, just 500 words a day. Not much, really just the size of two back pages. You promise yourself that you will go to your desk and not leave until you've produced 500 words each day, Monday through Friday. You'd had the weekends off. You could make it something that you can do in the morning before you go to work or in evening before you go to bed. With just this small pledge of self-discipline, you will be producing 2,500 words per week. You still have your weekends to yourself, so it's not such a great cost to infuse a little self-discipline. And you will be producing 10,000 words per month. After 1 year, you have 120,000 words, which is a good size for a novel. Self-discipline, even in small doses, you guys, is like the power of erosion. Small amounts of water, eating at rock created at the Grand Canyon, as they say, slowly and steady wins the race. Now, let's say you wanted to exercise more, because some of you guys need to exercise more. Let's keep it 100. Some of you guys need to exercise more. Some of y'all are a little fat. Let's say you wanted to exercise more. Okay, maybe it's more realistic to say that you'd like to even exercise just a little. This is one that gets a lot of us. We want to be in better shape and keep intending to go to the gym, but it's frankly hard to take those first steps. So what can you do? You hire a trainer at your local gym to give you a 1-hour session once a week. You've paid for it, so this is going to help you, help to motivate you to go. And 1 day a week is not a big deal. Let's change the page here. If you do it before work, if you do this before work, then you will feel energized the rest of the day, despite what you might think. After you've gotten used to going one a day, after you've gotten used to going 1 day a week for a few weeks, mix it up by going by yourself later on in the week, not without your trainer, so that you have one training session and one solo session. It's a bit of a mind hack, using a trainer so that you go just to avoid wasting your money, but sometimes you need to be sneaky when you are developing self-discipline. This is because it is such a difficult path. The good news is that it does get easier. For instance, exercise is a huge hurdle, and once you've begun a regular regimen, you will find that you have more energy and that lesser things you had trouble motivating yourself to do are suddenly no trouble at all. This is because those disciplined muscles are getting stronger at the same time that you are. With more attention to your health, you might find it easier to moderate your alcohol intake because you will feel more pride and joy in your body. You'll drink less alcohol, you'll eat less cake, you'll eat less pie. You won't get burgers because you'll take more pride in your body. You might even find yourself eating differently. If you are allowing the writing example, as a writer myself, I can tell you that one of the things a disciplined approach will give you is the power to write much, much more. At first, it's a struggle just to get those first 500 words, especially when it comes to when it seems like your muse isn't going to show up. But by forcing yourself into a daily regimen, you are letting your muse know where you will be every day. Before you know it, you'll find you've written 1,500 or more words in only one session, and the feeling is priceless. This is the reward for your self-discipline, and once you taste it, you guys, you will wonder why you've never given yourself a chance before. This is when you will truly understand how self-discipline is the key to your happiness. It doesn't have to be exercising, right? Or writing. It could be anything else, although I encourage the exercising. You know, Shannon always is going to encourage the exercise. Just do a little bit before you do a lot. Here's a quick sidebar. When I take people to the gym, I tell them to just get on the treadmill, walk 2 miles, and then that's it. Some people get upset and figure out like why we didn't go hard, because I learned that if I take you to the gym and we go hard on the first session, you won't come back. But I want you to get used to the gym. I want you to understand how the gym smells. I want you to know where the bathroom is. I want you to know where the workout equipment layout is. I want you to get used to coming there so you do light work so it becomes used to something that you do before we start going hard months later. It's just the way you create self-discipline. This is when you will truly understand how self-discipline is the key to your happiness. It doesn't have to be exercising or writing. Some people say all the time, I wish that I had time to read more, and simply leave it at that. If this is you, then stop right now. You are a Stoic, and discipline is your new lifelong companion. Well, it's just that I'm always busy, you say. And to this, we would respond, then get creative. For instance, you could put your books that you want to read all around the house, like in the kitchen, on the nightstand next to your bed, one in the living room, one next to where you keep your keys, one on the dining room table, one in the bathroom, right in front of the toilet, right on the floor in front of the toilet. Put that book right there. Instead of bringing your phone, here's an idea. Instead of bringing your phone to the bathroom when you get ready to take a dump, why don't you go grab one of your books that you've been meaning to read and place it right there where your feet are? Keep it there. That's a great idea. Sidebar, by the way, everybody. I know you guys are reading with me, but for those that are reading with me, you have other books. You got books at home that you've been meaning to read, and you have a private bathroom, a bathroom that only you sit your butt down on that toilet. Why don't you go grab that book and put it at the foot? Put it right in front of the toilet, right on the floor. Right on the floor. Just place it right there on the floor in front of where your feet would be. So the next time you go to, ladies, pee, or both men and women take a shit, when you sit down, that book is right there, and you can just pick it up, read a little bit until you're done, put it back down, and walk out the bathroom. Next thing you know, that book will be done in a week or two. But because you don't have that book in your bathroom, right in front of your toilet, you've been meaning to read it for years. You've been meaning to read that book for years. So take a break right now. Go grab the book and put it in front of your toilet right now. So the next time that you have to do a number 2, you'll start the introduction on that book and move into chapter 1. All right? It's a little key for Shan. I'm gonna use that as an example a lot from now on. All right? Where were we? Okay, what did it say? Look at that. Look what he says. For instance, you can put books that you want to read all around the house. Yes, in the bathroom too. I didn't see that before I said it. Make sure that there are books available in the places that you spend the most time. This gives you a chance to read a page or two at a time, at any time that you are in that room. Do you commute to work on public transportation? Bring a book. It makes the trip go faster, and you are not wasting time. You are a Stoic, after all, and all your time is important. Seneca quotes Aristotle in one of his shortness on life. Hold on. When he states, I don't think we're here yet. Yeah. When he states, so it is, we are not given a short life, but we make it short, and we are not ill-supplied, but wasteful of it. A life without self-discipline is exactly this, wasteful. He goes on to tell us that this is because of the excesses that we enjoy in lieu of taking that time and putting it somewhere useful. Some people waste time at the bar, drinking. Others like to sit in bed and watch TV all day, or sit up on their phone under the covers all day long in the middle of the day. As an exercise, why not get yourself a notepad? On the first page, make a list of 5 to 10 things that you would like to accomplish. On the next page, we're going to start making a list. Keep the notepad with you, and every time you indulge yourself in something entertainment but meaningless, then write down what you did and how much time you spent on it. Do this for a month or even just a week. Track that time that you watch TV shows. Track the time that you go out to the pub or the bar. Track the time, or the nightclub. Track the time that you sleep late instead of getting up early. Just be honest though. We don't like to admit it to ourselves, but deep down we know which of our activities is wasteful and frivolous. So write down anything that you feel falls in this category and all the time that you spent on it. At the end of the week or the month, tally up all the hours that you've poured into useless endeavors. Now that you've seen how much time you have wasted, take a look at your to-do list on the first page and let reality of it hit you. It hits like a Mack truck. So as a Stoic, you need to realize that self-discipline is not restrictive. You aren't putting yourself in jail, you guys. Quite the opposite. You are freeing yourself to be a stronger, better you. You are freeing yourself to be a stronger, better you. Those items that you put on the list are only the first of the things that you can accomplish, my friends. The very first thing that you need to do is promise yourself that you will waste less time. Since you have been tracking yourself for a week or a month, start your new commitment to self-discipline by selecting part of your track routine and replacing it with baby steps towards one of your goals on that first page. Like our examples with exercise and writing, you don't have to make a huge time commitment in order to start building up your self-discipline. Start by taking 1 or 2 fewer hours a week that you spend on television. For instance, vow that instead of sleeping until 10 or 11 o'clock on a Sunday, you will instead get up on a Sunday where you don't have to work at 8 or 9 and spend that time doing one of your goals. That's 2 full hours, ladies and gentlemen. Just as you can write a novel in a year with a measly 500 words a day, 5 days a week, there is very little which you cannot accomplish if you start flexing those discipline muscles. If you want to get rid of that anger of guilt, if you want to be immune from temptation or angry words, if you want to know the happiness of accomplishment and the abolishment of weakness, then start right now, today, Monday the 18th of July. Learn the power of Stoic discipline, and no matter what befalls you, your life will be a happy one. And ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We are done with chapter 5. Put my stuff back. Got my stuff all out of whack because I forgot my iPad at the house. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the day. That's chapter 5. Self-discipline. Self-discipline. Hold on, let me close this out. Self-discipline. Small baby steps. Small baby steps. And look at that life hack. Put the book in the bathroom. He says put it all around the house, but I'm saying just put the book at the bathroom. Put the book that you currently own already. You already have that book. And you just been meaning to read it. Put it right now in the bathroom, right in front of the toilet. So the next time you go to take a dump, you'll pick it up, and next thing you know, you done knocked out the introduction. It's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. And you can do it. You just have to have, and that's what the purpose of this chapter, that's really the purpose of my whole channel. That's really the purpose of my whole channel. Shout out to my man, JT Coin Rings. What up, bro? He comes in, awesome chapter. Yeah, exactly, bro. Self-discipline that none of us really have the way we'd like to have it. Is JT already the sponsor? Hold on. Yep, JT is the sponsor. JT is the sponsor. Thank you for that blessing, brother. I appreciate you. Exactly. Self-discipline. Small steps, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody thinks you got to go hard. Go hard or go home. That's bullshit. That's not true. You know how hard it is for me to read books? I've read, look at this. I've read, 7 books this year? I think we've read, 8 or 9 books total? I haven't read this much in my life, in all 50 years. I've never read this much in my entire life, all 50 years. Why? Because self-discipline has allowed me to fire up this podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and knock it out. And I'm not missing anything in life. I haven't wasted time. I'm not like, I can't do stuff now because I do this podcast. I'm not suddenly missing out on money. I'm just reappropriated my wasted time to be doing something more productive. And we do it small. Look at how fast that was. Little quick chapter, 1 chapter at a time. Imagine if you sat on the toilet and read 1 chapter at a time on the book that you want to read. Imagine if you just read 1 page at a time. You just read 1 page at a time. Front and back. 1 single piece of paper at a time, front and back. You guys can do it. I have faith in you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Please like this video, share this video. I told you this is gonna be a quick show today. We're gonna get in and get out as I get my stuff situated for Monday. Plus, we got some work to do in the back for the fashion stuff. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Share this video. Like this video. Really like it. That's really important. And join the SR Army. I appreciate you guys. Let's level up. Let's level up our lives. Okay, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next chapter of Rich People Read, which is Wednesday. We're gonna read chapter 6, and you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.